If you're looking for an easy and economical way to refresh your 2012 to 2015 Tacoma's look and lighting output, then these OE style headlights will do exactly that at a fraction of the cost of a new set from Toyota. These are essentially replicas of your original factory halogens, and they're going to refresh the front end of your truck and save you a bunch of money in the process. When it comes to aftermarket or replacement headlights, these are not anything too over the top. As the name implies, they are essentially just a direct replacement for your stock headlights, and for all intents and purposes, they look and function exactly the same way as your originals. Though these will obviously look a lot more clean and fresh since they have new lenses and everything. Inside, you're going to find the factory style chrome housings and amber corner lights over here as well, matching that OEM styling. And of course, they will also utilize the standard H4 halogen bulbs for your main and high beams, as well as standard incandescent bulbs for your turn signal indicators, just like your truck would have had from the factory. So you can just swap over the bulbs that are already in your truck, bolt these in, and be on your way. Now these of course will shine a bit more brightly simply due to the fact that they are brand new, and running the standard halogen bulbs means that replacements and even upgrades are inexpensive and easy to come by. The outer housings are made using polypropylene, which is known for its lightweight and strength. The lenses are made from polycarbonate, as you'd find on pretty much any other headlight. So these are constructed just like your standard original headlights. You will of course need to provide your own bulbs, however, but we do have options on the site should you want them, or you can just swap over your originals like we talked about a few moments ago. And of course, you also have integrated adjusters on the back, which means that they are fully DOT and SAE compliant and thus street legal, again, just like your originals. What is not like your original headlights though is the price. The pair here is only going to set you back about $200, which is less than just one headlight if you were to get it directly from Toyota. So you're going to get a whole new set and make your truck look a lot better for a heck of a lot less money, and you really can't argue with that. For the visual difference that these can make, I think it's truly a small price to pay. Installation gets a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should take you around 1 hour to complete. It's all plug and play. Again, you'll just need to swap over your old bulbs or put in some new ones. But either way, there's no wiring, no modifications necessary, making this an easy job for you to accomplish at home. With that, let's head on out to the shop and we'll walk you through the install process step by step.
For this install, you're going to need various ratchets, a 10mm socket, a clip removal tool, and a flathead screwdriver. Today we're going to be installing headlights on our Tacoma. But before we do that, we're going to watch a quick video on how to uninstall them.
All right, so the first step in our install, we're going to remove several pop clips on each side of the grille to remove the grille itself. With a pop clip removal tool or a trim panel removal tool, go ahead and remove the pop clip. Remove the pop clip on the other side as well. At this point, you can remove two 10mm bolts holding on the top of your grille. At this point, we can remove our grille, pull up on the plastic brackets on top, and then grab your grille and pull straight forward to release all of the clips. All right, so at this point, we're going to remove the trim piece beneath the headlight. In order to do this, we're going to grab a trim panel removal tool, and if you're worried about scratching your paint, you can throw a bit of painter's tape on the end here. To release the tab, go on the top here. You're going to look for a green pop clip, and if you press on the back of the pop clip, it will release the tab. To release the back of this trim piece, put your pop clip in the end and twist forward because the clip goes in this direction. At this point, you can remove the two 10mm bolts holding on the top of your headlight. All right, so there is one more bolt that we do have to remove, which is a bit hard to get to. It's right about here on the bottom of your headlight, and the way we're going to access this is remove two bolts underneath the wheel well liner and one screw in the side of it. With a 10mm socket, remove the two bolts underneath your bumper. At this point, we're also going to remove a pop clip with a stubby flathead screwdriver. Twist it to remove. With that clip removed, peel back your wheel well liner. And now you should be able to access the bolt by going in through here to the back of the headlight. All right, now with the wheel well liner back, you can see this bolt. You might have a little trouble seeing it on camera here, but you can feel the one that you have to remove. We're gonna grab a 10mm socket and a ratchet, and we're gonna go ahead and get it out. With all of the bolts removed, we're now gonna release this tab here. You can do this by hand, or if you like, you can do it with a flathead screwdriver, and you're just gonna pry forward. Release the 2 tabs at the top as well. Again, you can just lift up, or if you have a flathead, just pry it off. Now that the headlight is released and loose on your truck, we're gonna disconnect each of the connectors at this point. Go ahead and pull each of them off. There should be 3. 1 main and then 2 marker lights. And there's one a little bit farther forward up here. Now that everything is released and your headlight's disconnected, it's a matter of wiggling the headlight and maneuvering it in just the right way for it to come out.
Welcome back. Now that we've uninstalled the OEM headlights, we can go ahead and transfer over the hardware from the old headlights to the new one. So pretty much we're gonna transfer everything, the headlight bulb, the turn signal bulb, and the side marker bulb. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this boot. Just pull on it, like so. We're gonna do the same thing on this one. Pull, remove the boot. Now with these clips, they're very simple. You're just gonna push down right here, and it's gonna lift up and unlock the bulb. We'll pull it out, we'll move it over to this one, then we'll push this down, and we'll lock it, just like that. Once we have that done, we can take our new boot, take the tape off the back, then we can place it right here. After we've done that, we can go ahead and remove the tape from these 2 holes right here. And we can transfer our turn signal. Just give it a little twist. Move it over here. Once you've lined up the holes, you can just give it a little twist. Like so. Then you can take the side marker bulb, do a little twist, move it over here, and twist it again. After we've done that, we can go ahead and install the headlight. Next, we can go ahead and install our headlight. And then we're going to be installing 3 bolts, one up here, here, one down here. Now the one down here, you're not going to be able to see, but these 2 you can. So we're going to be installing it with a 10mm socket and a ratchet. Now that we've got that last bolt in, we can go ahead and tuck our fender liner up like this. And I would like to mention this is when you would install that screw that holds up the fender liner, but this truck does not have it, unfortunately. Once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and reinstall both of our bolts, one here, with a 10mm socket and a ratchet. Once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and grab this trim piece and reinstall it under the headlight. After you've installed this headlight, you can repeat the same process on the other side. After you've done that, we're going to go ahead and install the grille. And then we're going to install the 2 clips up top and the 2 screws up top. To fasten down the screws, we're going to be using a 10mm socket and a ratchet. Alrighty, that about wraps up this review and install of the OE style headlights with amber corners, chrome housing, and a clear lens for a 2012 to 2015 Tacoma. Thanks for watching, and remember, for all things Tacoma, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.